You should just tease.
No, it's your turn.
Is it? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I can do that easy.
Bet not.
Hello, handsome. It's in Young Frankenstein. Google it. Please like, subscribe.
And remember always, nice grouping. And then count the darts later.
Watch stops. Walk this way.
Here we
Knockers.
go. Thank you.
Would you help me with the bags? Sure. You take the blonde. I'll take
Terry Garr would later go on to be Mrs. James Garner, but not really.
Oh, that's so funny. In any case, please like, subscribe, and follow This Is True Really News. And ask your friends too as well, because they will get delightful repartee like this nearly every day.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
This is True Really News with Scott Combs and Tony Vercanis. All the news you're about to hear is true,
Really?
as far as you know.
So, young man,
Yes?
here's a quiz for you.
Oh, boy.
What do you get when you cross Spring Picture Day, a green screen background, and St. Patrick's Day? Answer is completely memorable elementary school photos, of course.
With parts of kids missing if they wore any green in their...
What could be blue, though?
Yeah, well, if
Remember the old days, the old blue screens?
Yeah.
At Sugar Grove Elementary School, Center Grove, Indiana, Picture Day happened to fall on St. Patty's Day. According to the UPI report, no kids wanted to get pinched on the St. Patty's Day special day, so the many kids were dressed in green. The one problem, interstate photography used green screens like those of the TV weather broadcasts behind the kiddies. So guess what happened? Yes, many of them poof.
There was a head on top of a green sweater.
In their proof, there was the poof, just a head. Amanda Snow said her son's green hoodie turned into a fence.
Oh, nice.
And he had a green mohawk, but that is completely gone. So does he look bald, or does he look like he's had part of his head carved out?
It depends on...
I'm guessing carved out.
Well,
Yeah, it could be.
it kind of depends on if the green was just in the mohawk area, then he'd look
Yeah.
bald.
That's true.
Or
if
oddly bald.
But if he had the mohawk like most kids do in school, where it's just the long stuff is up here and the short stuff is down here and it's all green,
yeah, and then part of his head's missing.
it's going to look like there's a problem. According to Mrs. Snow, it ended up being a hilarious fiasco.
Mm-hmm.
The photo company said the issues will be fixed on the final photos, but Snow hopes not. She said, I might reach out to the company and see if I can get the unedited ones, because honestly, they brought me so much joy and laughter over the last day. I want to keep that.
I would put that in my kid's scrapbook.
That's what I would save.
Yeah, right. Because this is the way
the
it's
date night.
memorable.
Yep.
This is the way it's memorable.
Here, look, this is what happened the one time we tried to be, timely, and here we got
creative.
This. Yep.
Dateline, Geneva, Switzerland.
Dum dum dum.
Between white. What?
Were they giving away not Pulitzers? The Peace Prize.
Nobel.
That's it. The flaky prize, like the Peace Prize. And the only one that counts is the physics prize. But I saw that on the Big Bang Theory.
That's true.
Yeah, really.
No, they weren't. Between bites of decadently smooth, creamy milk chocolate.
Milk's chocolate?
Yes. Swiss police announced they'd nabbed about half a ton of cocaine in a large shipment of coffee beans at an espresso plant. Workers there noticed something amiss, as coffee beans are rarely already powdered and almost never white.
Wouldn't that be something amiss?
While sipping coffee, police analyzed the substance and confirmed it was indeed cocaine.
That goes in coffee now?
Apparently, the shipment originated in Brazil, and the cocaine was about 80% pure, with an estimated value of over 50 million Swiss francs. That's $51 million American, 48 million euros, yada, yada, yada. In a conclusion that could only be reached by the most casual observer, police, between glances at their fine wristwatches, stated, "It appears that all of the drugs were destined for the European market." How do you say "duh" in Swiss?
Cheesy, man. Very cheesy.
Oh, there we go.
You know, with the holes in it.
With the Swiss cheese. I got it right away.
The first, I doubt it.
I'm still laughing.
I know, I can tell. The first rule of False Name Club is do not claim to be Tyler Durden.
Right?
You're
going to get hit in the ear.
During a vehicle, you're going to find out it's actually you.
Why the ear?
Did I just ruin the movie for the 8 people that haven't seen it?
Yeah.
And for those of you younger than 30, Google it. During a vehicle stop late Sunday night in Dunedin, a Gulf Coast city of Florida, cops discovered a 9mm handgun, ammunition, and a trafficking amount of narcotics in the vehicle.
Ooh.
Since the gun and the drugs, heroin, cocaine, methamphetamine, marijuana, and Xanax,
one of these is not like the others.
Well, it depends where you are, because marijuana would fit with
that's
now
true.
in
That's
some
true.
places. It appeared to belong to the male passenger, said the Pinea County Sheriff's Office deputies, asking the man to identify himself. In response, the suspect said he was Tyler Durden. According to the arrest report, apparently unaware that Durden, of course, was part of the 1999 Fight Club movie. Cops ran the handle through a police database and were unable to locate a suspect by that name.
Mm-hmm.
Good thing, or to beat the tar out of him, probably.
Yeah. Brad Pitt showed up.
And then didn't. He sees dead people. Using a fingerprint scanner, police subsequently identified the passenger as 44-year-old Todd Michael Burns, whose rap sheet was about as long as I am tall. It includes numerous drug convictions, as well as convictions for grand theft, disorderly conduct violation, violating probation, and carrying a concealed weapon. After Burns' identity was confirmed by the cops, he reportedly admitted to giving a false name because he didn't know why he was being arrested. Not the brightest bulb in the picnic basket, no.
No.
Burns is locked up in the county jail, facing an assortment of felony drug and weapons charges, as well as a misdemeanor count for providing a false name to law enforcement. Oh. He is, by the way, currently on probation for an earlier conviction for meth possession. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And is also facing burglary and grand theft charges in another Florida county. I now understand why Florida man is the joke of the week. I get it now.
Maybe he was batting for the cycle and he wanted to get some sort of felony in every county.
Hey, that could be, but I just honestly,
I
just think he's not that bright.
An older lady was brought into the urgent care, barely conscious, by her husband.
Wait. She was brought in by her husband, or she was barely conscious by her husband?
She was brought in by her husband and barely conscious.
Got it.
In a very thick Italian accent, she told the doctor she was dying. She had complained of feeling tingly and having dry mouth prior to passing out. The doctor sat the husband down and they did a history. No serious medical problems. She was fit. In fact, she spent the morning cleaning her son's bar, as she often did on a Sunday. Considering her age, they took these symptoms very seriously and began running tests. The son came in to visit mom, and on the way, he stopped by his bar. He noticed mom had helped herself to some of the treats prepared the night before. The son then had to explain to his father and the doctor that the treats she enjoyed were space cakes. And apparently, she really enjoyed them.
Really?
As she had quite a few. So the three of them.
First it was brownies you had to watch out for.
Right. Now space cakes.
Where's it gonna end?
Space, probably.
Pretty soon they're gonna put it in pudding.
Ooh. Maybe Bill Cosby will do the ads.
Probably not.
The three of them had to sit down and tell this elderly lady that she was not in fact dying,
but
she was in fact stoned out of her gourd.
Yeah.
Fortunately, she was still high, and she saw the humor in the situation.
I wonder if it's funny when you come down later.
I would think it would be.
Or if her son had to duck.
Right? I am never going to stop slapping you.
When I stop slapping you, you'll be dead. it to me.
This is true, really news. Send email to TITR@netradio.network.